Hey everybody, well, welcome back. I didn't think I'd be doing any more of these, but as I've managed to find a little bit of free time, I thought I'd do what I'm calling the lockdown special. So autographs that I've received basically between finishing up my last video at the end of 2019 and then the few things I got back during this really weird bloody time we're in now with coronavirus. So let's crack straight on and show you what I've got. Hope you enjoy the video. So the first return I got in 2020. So the first new return I got was actually on Saturday the 4th of January from Alan Harris. Alan's best known for Star Wars, Doctor Who, that kind of thing. He played Bosk, the character Bosk in Star Wars. Sadly, this came back on the 4th of January, and Alan died on the 25th, so this is probably one of the last few returns that he did. So I was really pleased to get this back before, sadly, we lost Alan to cancer. So thank you very much, Alan, and that was my first return for 2020. The next return I got was a via venue. It was one of my Panto ones, and it was Melanie Walters, probably best known for playing Gwen in Gavin and Stacey. I sent her 3 pictures. Oh, actually, I think I sent her 3 pictures. I sent her this one from Gavin and Stacey, and this one here from Gavin and Stacey. And I tell Alicia, I actually sent her 2 pictures. She then sent me this one back, which is the picture of her, and she also sent me this signed Panto flyer as well. So 4 returns for the price of 2, which is really cool there. And that's Gwen, otherwise known as Melanie Walters from Gavin and Stacey. Next return was this signed picture from Anna Alfieri, probably best known for films like Fugazi and Borderline, sort of independent horror thriller films. I contacted her through her website and got this picture back. You can see it signed in biro in the top there in the top left corner. She was really nice. She asked what picture I wanted and happily signed it, so that was really nice to get a return from Anna. Next up, lots of people probably got this. This was a purchase from Selena Gomez. Best you know, she's an actress and musician. She was selling these on her web store, pretty decent price. And I got the CD, which, or maybe it was cassette tapes, I don't remember, one or the other. Whatever was the cheapest option to buy from her website, essentially, which have never been used and never will. But it was quite cool to get this signed photo from Selena. So yeah, really nice addition to the collection. Next up, I think was my last Panto return of the year, and it's from Faye Tozer, probably best known as Faye from Steps. This is a slightly more modern picture of her. She signed it to Carl with Love Faye, and this is one of the shots from back in her Steps days, and again to Carl with Love from Faye. So really pleased to get those back from Faye Tozer from Steps. The next reply I got was from Helen Sharman. And Helen was an astronaut, probably most famous being the first British and first female astronaut to visit the Mir Space Centre. This is back in 1991. She now works at a university, which I contacted her via, and I sent her this picture of her as an astronaut, obviously taken before she went up into space, signed by Helen Sharman there. And then she also sent me back this, which is also signed to me, Helen Sharman, the first British astronaut. So yeah, really cool. Again, nice. Always nice when they put their own stuff in. So really pleased to get that back from Helen. And the next returns were via venue from the Laura Linney, who was in a play in America, I think, if I remember rightly. I sent these to America. Laura's best known for The Truman Show and Love Actually, that kind of stuff. And she signed both of my pictures. This one here, which is a really nice picture of her, and then this one from The Truman Show as well, which is a great film. So yeah, really pleased to get 2 returns from Hollywood actress Laura Linney. Next up, I'm a bit pissed off about this. I went down the route of wanting something from Jeremy Irons, and as I'm sure most people know, Jeremy Irons, you can only get an autograph from him if you send a donation to his charity, which I did. And I sent this picture from The Watchmen, which is a great series. If you haven't seen it, Watchmen is a brilliant series. But unfortunately, as you can see, my postie bent it to shit, so it is completely crumpled and a mess. So, you know, my donation to his charity, albeit a great thing and all, but what I got back is a pile of crap. So I'm keeping it. This is the only thing from Jeremy Irons I've got. I'm not going to pay for another one, but really pissed off with my postie for making a right mess of that. Next up are some returns from Amy McDonald, probably best known for the At Last the 1948 show, and also things like Rent a Ghost. At Last the 1948 show, she was in with Marty Feldman, Graham Chapman, John Cleese, and oh god, the name escapes me. Chap from the Goodies. I'll remember as we go through. I'm sure he died of coronavirus, which is really sad. Tim Brooke Taylor. and she was in that show with them. Tim Brooke-Taylor's obviously deceased now, Marty Feldman's deceased, Graham Chapman's deceased, John Cleese is the only one still alive there, apart from Amy, so I sent that picture off, which he signed for me. This one here as well, with her as a mermaid, and then this one with the rest of the cast from at last the 1948 show as well. Didn't know if I'd get a reply from it, because I hadn't seen any replies, but yeah, got all three signed. Particularly like this one, that's a really nice picture to have got back, so very happy with those from Amy McDonald. Next up was a success from a private address. This was Emma Thompson. I sent 2 pictures of Emma Thompson. She's quite famous for only returning a single signed photo, I think, via her agency, so this private address worked out quite well because she signed both my pictures. This one here, which is just sort of a headshot, all the very best, Emma Thompson, and then she also signed this Harry Potter picture as well for Carl with Love, from Emma Thompson. So yeah, really pleased to get those back from Emma. I know she does sign via agency, but as I said, gave this private address a go and got the replies, which was really cool. I won't be sharing the private address, so sorry. Next up were probably my final via venues before everything shut down for coronavirus, and it was Daniel Radcliffe. I've already got some stuff from him and I've met him before, but I sent off to him again. I actually didn't have a signed Harry Potter picture, I realised. Had Swiss Army Man and The Woman in Black, that kind of stuff, but not Harry Potter. So I had to send him at least one, which was this one, which I got back signed. And I also sent him another Swiss Army Man picture, because it's a brilliantly funny film, and I love it. So he signed and returned both of those. Probably about a week before people started getting their stuff returned to them with a note saying the show is closed, and he won't be signing anymore. So I timed that really well to get those replies back from Daniel Radcliffe. And I also sent to Sasha Darwin. This is Wednesday, the 19th of February at this point, who obviously is best known now for playing the... Well, actually, spoiler alert, if you're a Doctor Who fan and you haven't got this far yet, spoiler alert, for playing the Master. So I sent 2 pictures of him. This one here, Carl, best wishes, Sasha Darwin. But this is probably my favourite Carl. Lots of love, Sasha Darwin. I think he's brilliant as the Master. He was so cool with Jodie. Loved his performance. I'm really looking forward to seeing more of him. Not sure what sort of turnaround this was, but I think it's pretty quick. 3 weeks. There we go. So nothing at all, really. And the next up, probably the last one I got before coronavirus properly bit in, and I stopped sending out for quite a while, was a private request sent to actress called Rachel Lynn, probably best known for things like Harry Potter and Casualty. She actually played a Hufflepuff student in Deathly Hallows Part 2 and Order of the Phoenix. So she sent me this picture, and on the back she's put, "Dear Carl, thank you for supporting my career. Very best wishes, Rachel Lynn." So yeah, really cool, nice addition to the Harry Potter collection there for somebody probably slightly less well known, but part of the Potterverse all the same. So yeah, really pleased to get that one back. And there's quite a big jump then, so Tuesday 20th of February, and then we jumped to Friday the 3rd of April. And the first autograph got back, a direct contact online with Grace Webb, who is a TV presenter, predominantly a children's TV presenter. She does a lot of stuff with cars and bikes and that kind of stuff. And I sent her a request, and she sent this: "Carl, keep riding and keep rocking, Grace Webb." And that was really my first thing I'd had back in, as you can see there, a couple of months. And it kind of kick-started me back to start doing a bit of sending off again, but I haven't done any TTM via agencies. I've only done direct contact with people, so everything I've got from this point onwards pretty much is direct contact. Next autograph I got was Eric Roberts, for me best known as the Master in the TV version, Paul McGann's version of Doctor Who. Was missing from my Doctor Who collection, didn't have anything signed by Eric Roberts. This is really cool. I emailed him via his website, because you can email to request an autograph. I emailed him via his website, and it took probably about 2.5 years to get this. Weirdly enough, I actually sent a second email the day before this arrived. I can only guess because we're in lockdown. He just decided to plough through and send out his replies. But yeah, really pleased to add Eric's The Master to my Doctor Who collection. Okay, so we're on the home straight now. The next reply I got, which was Monday the 4th of May, was Katie McGrath, probably best known for things like Supergirl, Dracula, Merlin, and also The Tudors. I sent these pictures to her 3 years ago, and finally got them back signed in probably the worst pen I've ever seen. This really shonky green pen here, which isn't great. This picture is actually better than it looks. I had it on my laptop screen, so you can actually see something behind my laptop. That one's actually a better quality one. This one's not great at all, but, you know, a reply back from Katie all the same. It only took her 3 years to reply back, so cheers, Katie. Next up is Ashley Botting, best known for things like the kids' TV series Odd Squad, and more recently things like What We Do in the Shadows. I made direct contact with Ashley via an address I found online, and she sent me this: best wishes, Carl, Ashley Botting. She's a stand-up comedian as well. I've seen her in some of her stand-up stuff, and she also sent me a little post-it note: here you go, take good care of yourself, Ashley Botting. So yeah, that was really cool. As I mentioned, most of the stuff I've got back is direct contact stuff, no TTMs or via venues, obviously, because there are no shows on at the moment to send to. Next up is a football autograph. As you know, I'm a Man United supporter. I don't support Newcastle or Blackburn Rovers or any of the other teams that Alan Shearer's played for, but of course he's a bit of a football legend, match of the day pundit. So I sent to him via his home address, which again won't be sharing, and got this back signed. This photo of him holding the trophy, Alan Shearer. So really pleased to get that back. Next up is a direct contact again to a private address from Steve Hackett, probably best known as the original guitarist from Genesis, the band Genesis, with Phil Collins, etc. Made a direct request to him for an autograph and got this: to Carl, you're best, Steve. I do like Genesis. I'm not a huge fan, but I grew up listening to them because my stepdad loves Genesis, so decided to drop Steve a line because it's another autograph to add to the collection, and got that back, so that was really cool. Okay, on the home straight now. This next one was a purchase from the recent Showmasters sale. I'm sure everyone's seen it. Showmasters selling off all their stock because they can't actually do any Comic-Cons. They're trying to make a bit of cash. This is a bit of an impulse buy. I absolutely fucking hate the character Vizsla Turlo from Doctor Who, the Mark Strickson plays. But I don't have him. I've never met him. I don't have him in my collection, so I just decided to buy this because it was part of their sale. Probably a bit of purchase regret now, if I'm totally honest, but never mind. It's a new addition to the collection. Mark Strickson as Vizsla Turlo, never had it before, so happy to add it to the collection. Next up was actually, I tell a lie, this was the one TTM I have sent, which was the home address. Basically it was the home address, but this actor, Clive Revel, who is best known for playing, he's a character actor, he's played in loads of stuff, but he's probably best known for playing the Emperor in The Emperor Strikes Back. Really bad quality of this photo because I could not get it shiny, so that's me in the picture you can see taking the photo. I could not take this without getting the shine all over it. It has got Clive Revel's fingerprint on it, so that's quite cool. And this is him from, I think he's as Fagin in Oliver Twist. So yeah, really nice quick return from the US there. The last few I got now, Julie Walters, best known from Paddington, Harry Potter, that kind of stuff. I sent to her home address, and I sent to this one, which is a Harry Potter picture. She signed best wishes, Julie Walters. This one from Paddington, Julie Walters as Mrs. Bird, and this one as well with Michael Caine, which I'll probably send to Michael Caine to get multi-signed. I still don't know if Michael Caine's is actually from him, but I'll probably send it anyway at some point just to get this multi-signed. It's a really nice return there from Julie Walters. Next up is a purchase. I bought this from the Oxfam online bookshop for about £10. It's a book, but this is the front page of the book signed by Anthony Burgess. The book is Any Old Iron, but I know Anthony best for writing A Clockwork Orange, which I'm a huge fan of. So really, really pleased to get a book signed by the author of Clockwork Orange, Anthony Burgess. Second to last one now, Jerome Flynn from Game of Thrones and Black Mirror. Again, this was sent to a private address. This was sent to his home address. I sent him 2 pictures as Bronn from Game of Thrones, and he returned this one back to Carl Love Jerome Flynn. This one to Carl Big Love Jerome Flynn, and he also wrote on my envelope, Carl, thanks for your letter. Really glad you've enjoyed the characters. All the best, Jerome. Again, won't be giving the address out because it is a private address. And the very last one was a purchase from the website from Ellie Goulding. She's recently been selling her stuff, her new album, and I bought that and her picture, which is here signed. And if you go to my YouTube channel that you're on at the moment and go back a video, she also sent me a voice message, a personalised voice message, which is on YouTube as well, which you can listen to. And that's it. That's everything I got during lockdown. Flew through it, but I wanted to get this video done and dusted, so I hope you've enjoyed it. It'll probably be a while before I do the next one, but I do hope to do one again in a couple of months maybe, so keep an eye out. Really appreciate you dropping back if you have done to watch these videos, because I appreciate I've not put any new content out for quite some time. I hope you're all keeping really safe and well in this particularly scary time. Remember to social distance and just be sensible, people. Alright, and yeah, thanks ever so much. Really appreciate it, and I'll speak to you all again really soon. Take care. Bye.